Scottsdale, Spring Training 2025, Scottsdale Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the San Diego Padres. We're just getting set up, but we're going to have this game for you in its entirety. It's a little windy, so sorry about the wind if that's getting picked up here by the microphone. Jose Iglesias is going to start things off. We're going to have lineups for you here in just a second, and there's a shot into center field. That one's playable for McCray. One down. Mad Bum is running behind as well, trying to get out to the mound. Let's freaking go. We need you. Bumgarner is here. Well, I wish the real prime Madison Bumgarner was here in this rotation, but we do have Robbie Ray here, and he's on the mound today. He's looked pretty good this spring. We're going to need him to be healthy and effective this year. One out. We're going to have these lineups for you in a second here as Brandon Lockridge steps up to the plate. Jose Iglesias lined out. He's leading off for the Padres. Brandon Lockridge in left is at the plate now, and he swings and fouls it off. Eguy Rosario at second. Oscar Gonzalez, the DH. Martin Maldonado behind the dish. Tyler Wade in center. Tirso Ornelas will be in right. Mike Brosseau at third. Romeo Sanabria at first. And Stephen Kolek will be on the mound. And that's strike three call. 2 down. He'll be on the mound for the Padres. And here's the Giants starting lineup. By the way, today's game is brought to you by Corona Accounting Solutions. Check them out at coronapdx.com. We take the fear out of finances. Wade Jr. is going to lead off for the Giants. Willy Adames at short, as Eguy Rosario stands in.
Can I have one with player? I don't know if I have any Giants players. I'm kind of just doing a
Yastrzemski in right, Chapman at third, Bailey behind the dish, Flores the DH, Matos in left, Grant McCray in center. That one's in the dirt. Diego Velasquez at second base, and Robbie Ray on the mound. 2-0 the count.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
2 outs here. Ray looking in here. There's a swing and a miss. 2-1.
Thank you. Thank you so much for saying that. There you go. Thank you.
2 balls a strike. There's a fly ball to right. Playable for Yaz, and that'll do it in the first. Okay, we're back here. No balls and a strike to Wade Jr. Bottom of the first inning. No score in this one. That is in there for a strike. 0-2. Big crowd today here at Scottsdale. And a very nice top of the first inning there for Robbie Ray. That was critical. There's a ball, 1-2. And the Giants have just been phenomenal this spring. Best record in baseball. They would be the spring training champions if such a thing existed. Here's the 1-2. There's a shot into right field. Base hit. And that's how the Giants offense gets started, with a shot from Wade Jr. And that's going to bring up Adames, the Giants' big free agent acquisition. This game's actually a split squad. Most of the regulars are here in Scottsdale. The rest of them are also in Scottsdale, actually, playing the Rockies at Talking Stick. A lot of young prospects over there, so I decided I had to come here. Willy Adames is here. Willy Adames could have been the only person here. I'm coming here to check out the new free agent, the big free agent signing. Giants didn't get a bunch of very big names this offseason, but Willy Adames was one of them. Could be the first player since Barry Bonds to hit 30 home runs. And he rips one. Base hit. Adames smashes a single into right field. And that'll bring up Yastrzemski. So this is what the Giants have done this spring. They just have been on the attack. Pitching has been solid. The offense has been very solid. Yaz has been pretty good. He's been himself, which is not a bad thing. As he stands in. Shows bunt, does bunt, but it's foul. So it'll be Chapman on deck. 2 men on, Giants already threatening early here in Scottsdale. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Mike Yastrzemski. Foul straight back. So I'm pretty excited about this team, but it's obviously a long, long season, 162 games. Anything can happen. A team can be hot in spring training and then just stink in the regular season, just like a player can. But hey, you'd rather have a great spring training than a bad one, and the Giants have had a fantastic spring. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Inside, 1-2. Overall, pretty healthy, although Jung-Hoo Lee's dealing with some back issues, and that's not good. We need him healthy after he missed most of last year. Here's the 1-2 to Yaz. There's a drive. That one's pretty deep. Right field, back to the wall. He leaps up and he's got it. Mike Yastrzemski gives it a ride, but it ain't enough. 1 out in the inning, and here is Chapman. So 2 men still on. Yaz retired, 1 out in the inning. Matt Chapman stands in. Kolek delivers and check swing, strike. 0-1 to probably the best player in the lineup, unless you count Adames, but Matt Chapman is just huge defensively, especially defensively, but offensively too, with power. And he rips one there to right. That one's in. Base knock for Chapman. In comes the runner, and he's safe. Matt Chapman comes through. It is 1-0 Giants. And this is what they have been doing. And here's Bailey. So a nice base hit to the opposite field there for Chapman, and Patrick Bailey now stands in. First pitch, ball. One nothing Giants here. 1-0 to Patrick Bailey. 1 out. Top of the first inning. That's a ball. 2-0 the count. On deck, you can see there Wilmer Flores. He's gonna had a decent spring, and he's going to be an important piece this year. He's been huge for the Giants until last year. He's injury prone and he's not very effective, but the Giants are going to give him a shot to come back. There's a drive into right field. That's going to be in there. Base hit. In comes another run. And it's 2-0 Giants. Patrick Bailey comes through with the base hit into right. And here's Flores, and already a little mound visit necessary here. As the catcher's going out to have a word, Martin Maldonado. So Stephen Kolek getting hit kind of hard here to start this one. Base hit from Wade, base hit from Adames. Yaz flew out. Chapman with the base hit, Bailey with the base hit. 4 out of the first 5 hitters with hits to start this game, and now Wilmer Flores is going to be the batter in just a moment here. So just a fantastic start to this spring trainings, and a fantastic start to this individual game. We're going to need a fantastic start to the regular season, which is coming up very, very soon. Scary soon. It's crazy how fast this offseason went. So Wilmer Flores is going to be the batter. Kolek looks in, and the pitch. Just a bit inside there. 1-0 the count to Wilmer. Longtime Giant, former Arizona Diamondback, former New York Met. One out here, top of the first inning. Bottom of the first inning. I need to update that. How could we be in the top of the first? The Giants are up. This is the bottom of the first. 2-0, 1 out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way to Flores. It's hit high and foul. I don't think anyone's going to have a play on it. And they will not. 1-2. Martin Maldonado is here. I was just using his bat, one of his old bats that I bought at the, I almost said the Astrodome. I bought at Minute Maid Park. They were selling game-used bats. And I use it when I play. I use it when I go out and hit the ball around. It's a nice bat. It's an Albert Pujols model. That same kind of bat that Pujols used to use. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Strikes out. 2 down in the inning. But I think at some point they wouldn't let him use it anymore. They said it was illegal or something. That the barrel was too big. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but for whatever reason, he had to get rid of all his bats. So I came up on one, and I've been using it. I'm just scared of the day of that terrible sound when you hit the ball wrong and it breaks. It hasn't happened yet. A ball and 2 strikes, or a ball and no strikes, 2 outs. I meant to say 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. And at the plate here is Matos. Two and 0. To Luis Matos. He's been absolutely fantastic this spring. Had a great winter as well. Ground ball. Third base is going to go to short, way to second. That does it. 2-0 Giants. Oscar Gonzalez, 0-1 the count to him. Facing Robbie Ray. Here we're now into the second inning. And it's a 1-1 count. Giants 2, Padres nothing. The pitch. There's a ground ball to short. Adames, 1 down. So Gonzalez taken care of. Ray has been excellent so far. That'll bring up Martin Maldonado, former Houston Astro catcher. One out the pitch. That's in there for a strike. 0-1 the count to Maldonado. Ray, the lefty, fires away. Here's a ground ball back to him. He's got it. Toss to first, 2 down. No issues at all Just going through the lineup. Maldonado retired, and that's going to bring up... I can't find it. To hell with it. It's actually Tyler Wade coming up. Making his first at-bat of the day. First pitch from Ray to Wade is missed somewhere. Maybe slightly outside. Ball. No strikes here. 2 down. Top of the second inning. Scottsdale Stadium, Scottsdale, Arizona. Robbie Ray, that's a strike.
Right center.
Ball and a strike here. This beautiful ballpark here. 2-0 Giants. Here's the pitch from Robbie Ray. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. 1-2. Ray is a big strikeout guy. He has been a little wild in the past. He'll get a little off. But when he's on, like he is today, strike 3, he is dominant. 2-0 Giants. Back here, it's Grant McCray to start things off here for the Giants. Pitch, foul that one off. 1-1 the count. In the bottom of the second inning. It's 2-0. It'll be McCray, then Diego Velasquez, and then Lamonte Wade Jr. 2-1 the count. McCray's one of the guys who's kind of on the fringe as far as Giant outfielders. We got a lot of options in the outfield. Obviously, Matos, Ramos, Yastrzemski. There's the pitch. There's a swing and a foul at the plate. Wade Jr., if I didn't mention him. So there's just a ton of outfield options for the Giants. McCray's one of those options, but he's going to have to earn his way onto the team. And he'd probably be a 4th outfielder unless he really proved himself and got in that lineup every day. But there's a chance he'll be in AAA this year with the River Cats. I'm sure he'll eventually find his way into the Giants' 26-man roster. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a miss. He's out. 1 away. So McCray strikes out. That'll bring up Diego Velasquez. Velasquez has been in the organization for a while. He's worked his way up. He was in San Jose a couple of years back. He's become a good prospect for the Giants, and here he is in this lineup with a lot of regulars today. So a chance to show what he can do here against Kolek. That's a ball. 1-0 count. So it'll be top of the order up next with Wade Jr. Big wide stance here. A little bit windy today, by the way. I'm probably getting picked up by the mic. There's the pitch. That is a strike. Ball and a strike to Diego Velasquez here, Scottsdale. 1 out. So backing up. Shows bunt. Takes ball. There's the 2-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball to second. He's got it to first. 2 away. So Velasquez retired. We'll go to the top of the order with Wade Jr. Hit in the first inning, and here he is in the second. He hit a base hit and eventually scored a run. Giants came out They came out of the gate hot. Let's just say that. There's a strike call to Wade Jr. in the first inning. And see if they can pile on some runs and potentially have a big game today. 2 down. 0-1 pitch. Wade Jr. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. There's Matt Williams. Could use a prime Matt Williams in the lineup. What a career he had. People forget. My third base video will be coming out soon. We'll be ranking top 15 third baseman of all time. Who we got here? It looks like Steven Duggar is still in the organization. There's a ball. You know, Steven Duggar was a good player, but just couldn't quite make it. And so the Giants found another position for him, you know. And he's still doing big things for this team here in Scottsdale, it looks like. Pitch on the way. Ball outside. So good to see Steven Duggar doing big things. That's just a joke. Last time I remember, he was with the Dodgers organization. He may be retired now. I honestly don't know what happened to Steven Duggar, but he was with the Dodgers minor league team. He was in AAA. 3-2. Walked him. So here's Willy Adames. 2 down. We're at the bottom of the second inning. 2-0 Giants. Adames ripped one to left his last time for a base hit. Throw over to first. He has looked good this spring. I think a big season is incoming for Adames as he fouls it off. I'm saying it now. Willy Adames will hit 30 home runs this season. He'll hit 31. He'll hit 31. And be the first Giant since Barry Bonds to do so. We've been close. Brandon Belt, I think, hit 28, 29 back in 2021. Last year, a couple guys surpassed 20, Chapman, but just can't get that elusive 30 home runs. Why is it so hard to hit 30 home runs? I don't understand. Runner at first, 2 outs. That one's foul to Matt Williams. He makes the play. I was just talking about Matt Williams. He was on his way to breaking Roger Maris's record of 61 home runs in '94. Before McGuire, before Bonds, before Sosa. He was on his way. But then the players went on strike. There's a ground ball up to center field. Through! Base hit! Willy Adames is on with his second hit of the ball game already. And that's going to bring up Mike Yastrzemski. So runners at first and second, 2 down. Bottom of the second inning. Giants with a chance for more here with Mike Yastrzemski at the plate. 0 for 1. That one's inside. It gets by. And the runners advance. So 1 ball. No strikes to Yaz. On the bottom of the first inning, a wild pitch will send the runners to second and third. And Mike Yastrzemski, left-handed batter. He's the longest tenured San Francisco Giant at this point. He hasn't even been here that long. He's been here a while, but it doesn't seem like he should be the longest tenured Giant. He used to have guys who would be here 9, 10 years regularly. In fact, to get on the Wall of Fame, if you haven't made an All-Star team, you need 9 years in a Giants uniform. Yaz has been here since, what, 2019? So that's a ball, 2-1. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, Okay, it's his 7th year. So he wouldn't even be eligible for the Wall of Fame if Mike Yastrzemski either retired or was sent to another team here in the next year or two. Which is kind of weird because he's been here so long. And, players don't stay with the same team as long. The other guy who's been here almost as long as Logan Webb. He also made his MLB debut in 2019, but I'm pretty sure it was after Yaz. Of course, for this year there's a fly ball, right field falls in, foul. Before this year it was Austin Slater, but Austin Slater, where is he at now? I have no clue. He went to the Reds? I don't even remember. But Austin Slater, no longer here. Let me know where Slater's at. Is he still with the Tigers? I gotta look it up now. I can't find it. To heck with it. Here's Yaz. 2 balls, 2 strikes, bottom of the 2nd. He ain't here. That much I know. That's a fly ball right field. That one might be playable. Foul territory. He's got it! Nice catch right there to end the inning. Giants unable to score. No balls and a strike. The 3rd inning. It's actually Ornelas at the plate. Two 2-0 San Francisco Giants. Robbie Ray is throwing 2 scoreless innings. No issues so far. And he'll be taking on Tirso Ornelas to start here in the top half of the 3rd inning. There's a ground ball. That one's going to get through. And that's a leadoff base hit. So Ornelas on to start things off. First hit of the game for San Diego Padres. I'll bring out Brosseau. Former Tampa Bay Rays hero. Didn't he hit like a big home run in the playoffs a couple years back? Maybe 3 or 4 or 5 years by now. Ball 1 to Brosseau. Or was that a different guy with a similar name? I think it was this guy. He was a pretty good player. And here he is with the Padres. 1 ball, no strikes. Ray delivers. Ball. 2-0. Top of inning number 3. Nobody out, runner at first. The pitch from Ray. That's a ball, gets away, no advancements. 2-0 Giants. Got things started quick today. And the Padres, of course, a good team as well. They don't have all of their regulars. They might have a split squad today as well. I'm not sure on that. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That's a strike, but it doesn't feel like this lineup is quite as potent as the lineup is going to be once the regular season hits. I don't see some big names I would expect to see in that Padres lineup. Here's the 3-1. Nope. Let's see. Get ready to go here. 3 balls and a strike. Brosseau. Fouled away. Full count. I don't see another game for the Padres on the schedule. fly ball down the right field line. Mike Yastrzemski in foul ground makes the catch. And Brosseau is out. One away in the inning. That's going to bring up Sanabria. Sanabria making his first at-bat of the ball game. Left-handed hitter, lefty on lefty here. Ray looks in, runner leads from first, 1 out in the inning, top of the third. Here it comes. That is a ball. So for the Padres, no Diaz, no Arias, no Cronenworth, no Bogarts, no Machado. Tatis. 1-1 the count. But that's okay. We appreciate the easy lineup. We can do that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Although the fans would love to see some of those big names. Here's a ground ball not into right field. A nice jumping play there. Tags the bag for the out. Runner will advance to second. 2 down now on the fielder's choice there. An easy choice. And Sanabria Okay, so here is Iglesias, check swing foul ball. I was going to say Sanabria grounds out. And now a runner is at second base, which is Ornelas. 2 down in the inning. 1 ball. Well, what's the count here? 1 ball, 1 strike here. Iglesias at the plate facing Ray. It's actually no balls. So he fouls off the first pitch. 0-1 the count here, top of the third. Iglesias up, Ray on the mound. Runner at second. 2 down, the pitch, foul ball. So Sanabria grounds out. Brosseau flied out. Iglesias now up. No balls, 2 strikes. On deck is Brandon Lockridge. The pitch from Ray. Foul back. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Ray so far. He's hitting his spots. He's keeping the ball in the strike zone. There's the pitch. Foul again. Tomorrow the Giants will be taking on the Royals in Surprise, Arizona. And I'll be there for that one as well. Will we broadcast the whole game? Like this one? Maybe. Just maybe. Here's the pitch. Ball inside. 1-2. But y'all let me know. I don't think this game is. This game is being filmed. I don't think it's being televised. But either way, we're going to put it up there. I'm not able to do it live. That's fouled off. This will be a replay after the fact, so this will probably be broadcast on the 19th or the 20th, hopefully tomorrow, which is Wednesday the 19th. I'm hopeful we can get it up by then. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. And Ray is in a battle here. There's another foul ball. Iglesias is not going to. It looks like he's not going to miss. He's just not going to miss. He's fouling off everything. Brandon Belt style. Remember that at bat from Brandon Belt a couple years back? Here's the pitch. Foul ball! We got another Brandon Belt here. He hit like how many 20-something foul balls straight against the Angels? Let's see how many Iglesias can hit here. I've lost count, actually. Here's the pitch. That one's a ball. Oops, it gets by. And that's going to advance the runner. So runner at third now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. 7 foul balls so far. A couple of balls, so 9. We're not about 9 or 10 pitches into this at bat here. It's a 2-2 count, 2 outs. Ray on the mound, Iglesias at the plate. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. What's Brandon Belt's record? I don't think he's even halfway there. But if he fouls off another one, I might have to look. Pitch. Foul ball! Iglesias on his way. The MLB record was 21 pitches and 16 foul balls from Brandon Belt. 16 foul balls. I believe we're getting there. We are getting there here from Iglesias. The 2-2. Oh, it's fair. Chapman first, and it's a low throw, and it gets by. Matt Chapman with the rare error. And that is critical. A run scores. And you don't see that too often from Matt Chapman. You blew it!
50-50 is, they do it in every stadium.
Oh, an unfortunate error right there from Matt Chapman, and a quick mound visit here for Lee. So that's an E5. Runner ends up at second base. I'm trying to update, see what's going on. So Iglesias reaches on the error. He probably was getting tired of standing out there for so long after all those foul balls, but you got to be ready. Here's Brandon Lockridge. It's a 2-1 game now. Lockridge the pitch. Swing. And he comes up empty on that one. But Robbie Ray, that should not be an earned run. So Robbie Ray is still no earned runs today. It's a 2-1 ball game. We're only in the 3rd inning here in Scottsdale. The pitch. Ball. So Lockridge, Rosario on deck, if necessary, here in the 3rd. The pitch on the way. Foul that one at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Lockridge. Here's the 1-2 from Robbie Ray. Just a little bit low, 2-2 the count. Robbie Ray did win a Cy Young Award. I mean, that's how good he was. Only the best pitcher in the league. He was in the American League at the time with the Toronto Blue Jays. Oh, that runner's fouled back. That runner was kind of testing his luck there. He was drifting far off second base. Robbie Ray wasn't able to go for the pickoff play. 2-2 the pitch. Ground ball foul towards the Padres dugout. 2-2, top of the 3rd. Ray does have a good pickoff move. And we're ready. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way. Ground ball to second. It might have touched Ray barely, but anyway, 4-3 on the putout. We'll go with that. And that does it. Robbie Ray getting it done.
wants a ball!
Okay, we're in the bottom of the third inning, and Matt Chapman takes the ball. 1-0 the count here. 2-1 Giants. Chapman today had a base hit. That's a ground ball to shortstop. He's going to throw to first to get him, and there's one away. So Chapman's done. Bailey up. Kolek is still out there. Stephen Kolek. We'll take on switch hitter Patrick Bailey. With one out here in the third. Bailey shows bunt. He does bunt, and it's a pretty good bunt. And there's no chance. Patrick Bailey with a base hit. He's a catcher, pretty good, fast for a catcher, but I don't think it mattered. That was a perfect bunt. He was going to make it. And here's Wilmer. So, a base hit there for Patrick Bailey on the bunt. And Flores takes a strike. Flores struck out looking, no, he struck out swinging in the first, according to my scorecard. No balls, one strike, one out, the pitch, foul. Nice swing there from Flores, it's just a little ahead of it. Matos on deck. 2-1 Giants. No balls and a couple strikes here to Wilmer. He's healthy and looking good this spring. See if he can make it through the season and help this team. Well, he didn't help the team there. Strike three call. Wilmer is done. Here comes Matos. There's that Padres jersey. Matos is a 1-0 count. He took the first pitch for a ball. Here is the 1-0 someday. And strike. 1-1 the count.
He does right before he
I can't even see it.
Matos today. He hit a ground ball that ended up a fielder's choice to end the first inning. Pitch inside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Luis Matos. He had an unbelievable winter season, winter ball, and he just raked, and he has raked here in spring training and trying to earn a spot in this San Francisco Giants roster, possibly in the outfield for the Giants.
I did that one time during a game.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Luis Matos. Facing Kolek. 2 outs. 2-1 Giants. The pitch. Fly ball center field. That one should be playable for Tyler Wade, and that does it for the Giants. Heading to the 4th, 2-1. Okay, we're back here a little bit late here. Rosario led off the inning. He flew out to left field to Matos, and now it's Gonzalez at the plate. Gonzalez standing in. Here's the pitch. There's a shot. That one is into center field for a base hit. So Gonzalez starts things off with a hit. So with 1 out, Gonzalez is on. And that's going to bring up Martin Maldonado. Okay, so 1 out. Maldonado's up. Pitch. Ball. Maldonado. Grounded out to the mound earlier today. Here's the 1-0. Check swing. Throwback. Safe. 2-0 to Martin Maldonado. Tyler Wade will be next. Here in the top of inning number 4. I don't know what's going on here, but I guess they call that a strike. I checked with the third base umpire, so it is a strike. So 1-1 the count. Didn't look like he swung at it at all, so I just thought it was a ball. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, shortstop. Off the glove of Chapman, actually, and that's... What's going on with Matt Chapman with his second error of the game? Runners at first and second now. That's going to be an error. So an error on Chapman. That's going to bring up Tyler Wade. With 1 out here in the 4th inning. Runners now at first and second. And not a great defensive game here for the Gold Glover at third base for the Giants. Robbie Ray now looking into to Wade. There's a throw over, and he got him! Robbie Ray with the pickoff. Let's take a look here. Quick turn, boom, quick tag, catch and tag. See ya! Nice pickoff there for Robbie Ray here. And it's 2-1 Giants now, just 1 runner on and 2 outs in the inning. The pitch. Strike call. Very nicely done right there, picking off Oscar Gonzalez at second. Nice tag from Adames. And Wade now takes one for a strike, 0-2. So we're in the top of the 4th inning, no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2-1. And the pitch. Ground ball. Adames to first. Got him. Moving on to the bottom half. 2-1 Giants.
Hey, girl. No, don't touch that. That's not yours, buddy. Come on, quick.
Grant McCray. Start things off here. Inning number 4, bottom half here. McCray swings and misses. McCray today struck out earlier. That was in the 2nd inning. Ground ball foul. No balls, 2 strikes to Grant McCray. Good looking outfielder, worked his way up. He was at the San Jose Giants a few years back. Moved to AA, moved to AAA. Made his big league debut. Here he is in spring training. He's got an outside shot at the opening day roster. Probably be in AAA, but we'll see. 0-2. Foul away. Souvenir maybe, or out of the stadium.
I don't know, I kind of like that and my triple.
0-2. Do we have a new pitcher? We have a new pitcher, by the way. The pitch on the way is high. No, we don't. We have the same guy. He's out there. Kolek is still out there. My bad. Ball and 2 strikes. That's Kolek. Thought for a second I had a new pitcher here. You probably don't have too much time left here. There's a grounder to second, throw to first, and 1 away. So Kolek gets the first batter. I saw some action in the bullpen earlier. Here's Velasquez. Is it Velasquez? What am I saying? Yes, this is Velasquez. Here's the pitch. There's a shot, center field, base hit for Diego Velasquez. First I said Velasquez, then I thought it didn't look like him, but it is him. So runner at first, Velasquez is on. And that's going to bring to the plate none other than nobody, because there's a pitching change after all. So here's the pitching change. And who's coming in? We're back. It's Wandy Peralta on the mound for the Padres. There's Wade, who takes a strike. 1 out in the inning, runner on first base. Lamonte Wade Jr. is up. We're at the bottom of the 4th inning. So McCray grounded out. Velasquez had a base hit into right field. A pitching change was done. Wandy Peralta's in. It's 2-1 Giants. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Lamonte Wade Jr. is up. The pitch. Ball. 2 balls and 1 strike to Wade Jr. He'll be followed by Willy Adames, who's already had a couple of hits today. Here's a 2-1. Big cut and a miss. 2-2 the count. So the Giants got 2 quick runs. The first 2 batters of the game ended up scoring, and they have not scored since. Got a base runner here. I'd like to extend that lead a little bit. Here's the 2-2. Nope. Throw over. Definitely going to see a bunch of substitutions in this game as well, and some young prospects will make some appearances for both sides. Of course, the Padres already have a lot of prospects in the game. There's a ground ball to second. Going to go the short way to second. So feed to the shortstop for the out at second. Wade Jr. is safe at first. 2 down in the inning now on the fielder's choice. And here is Adames. So Wade Jr. is going to replace Velasquez at first, and Adames will bat here in the bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch on the way. This is ball low. 1-1. 1-0. We're definitely going to have plenty of play-by-play this season. This is pitch on the way, swing and a miss. That's why we're preparing here in spring training for some actual play-by-play this season. I don't know about video, but we're going to find a way here at the Humm Baby Baseball channel. Of course, we'll have 162 post games. 1-2 the count to Adames, who's going to walk in a circle now and come back to the plate. Adames, base hit to left field, base hit to right field, or base hit to center field. He also scored a run in the first. Pitch on the way. It's a high pop fly, right field down the line, and it's caught. That's going to do it for the Giants here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Heading to the 5th, 2-1. No balls, 2 strikes to Ornelas here. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Ray is still out there. If he can get through this inning, he can have a chance for an actual win here at spring training. And he's getting stretched out. He's ready. You get through 5 in spring training, you're ready. Ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Outside. 2-2. Ornelas had a base hit to right field and scored the only run of the game so far for San Diego. 2-2 from Ray. It's a fly ball left field down the line. Not down the line really, but it's kind of regular left field, and he makes the catch. 1 down. Ornelas retired. There's Brosseau. First pitch on the way to Mike Brosseau is up and in. Ball and no strikes. Has Ray walked anyone? I don't know. I don't think so. Ray hadn't walked anyone. That's one of his big issues when he's not pitching well, is he walks too many batters. He hasn't walked anyone. And he's had huge battles, a lot of foul balls. That means he's hitting the spots. He's making batters swing. The pitch. Ground ball to third. Chapman. This time he makes a perfect throw. Matt Chapman hasn't had a good day defensively, but he makes the play there. He's going to be a critical. Get all the errors out of the way in spring training. If you want to do it that way, that's fine with me. Get all the errors out of the way here. We don't want to see that too much in the regular season. 2 down now. Brosseau grounds out. There's a swing and a miss from Sanabria. Ray, the pitch. That one looked good, but a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the top of the 5th inning. 2 down. Sanabria. Looking in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. I still not used to the Motorola patch. That is a big old freaking patch up there on the sleeve of Sanabria. Is a foul ball. And the Giants have a pretty big one themselves in Chevrolet, but when the sponsored patch is bigger than the team logo on your uniform, there's a problem. There's a ground ball to first base. It's going to feed to Ray, and that's going to do it for the Padres in the 5th. Yastrzemski is going to lead things off here. Foul ball. Two-1 Giants. We're now in the bottom of inning number 5. Peralta throws a ball. 1-1. Wandy Peralta. He's been on a few teams. There's a pop-up foul. Two-1 Giants. 1-2. Peralta looks in the pitch. Another foul ball from Yaz. So we'll go again. 1-2. 2-1. Bottom of the fifth. Pitch on the way. Ground ball. Base hit. Mike Yastrzemski is on. His first hit of the game. And here's Chappie. Was trying to look something up, but no internet connection here. What is going on? Matt Chapman at the plate. Takes one low. That one is a ball. Ground ball from Chapman to shortstop. Fires to first. They got him. And Matt Chapman is retired there. 6-3. One away. And here's Bailey. Away, Yaz advanced to second on that one. So Mike Yastrzemski now at second. Bailey swings and misses. 0-1 the count. Pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Patrick Bailey had a strong season until 2 years in a row. He kind of falls apart a little bit in the second half. So hopefully this year he can stay productive the entire way through. He's a huge talent and kind of earned a starting job for the Giants as the catcher. They didn't even try to use Joey Bart last season. Bart made the opening day roster and they just traded him to the Pirates before they're giving him a single at bat, which I didn't understand that move, but they had obviously given up on Bart. They're just looking for a trade opportunity. And he's played well since going to the Pirates. That one's high. He got off to I was like, okay, as soon as Joey Bart steps up to the plate, he's going to hit a home run, and he did. This guy's going to get off to a scorching start. And he did. But Bailey has been solid for the Giants. And deservedly, he earned a starting position. I just thought Bart, might want to hang on to him. He might be a solid backup option. And it could be a really nice 1-2 punch having Bart and Bailey on the same. That's what I wanted to see, but it didn't happen. And we've Giants have used all kinds of different backup catchers since then, including Tom Murphy. I couldn't think of his name. Ball 4. It's a walk. And Tom Murphy's already hurt again this year. So Sam Huff looks like the favorite to be the backup catcher for 2025, which I'm okay with. Is that going to be it for Peralta? Schiltz, I'll tell you. That's it. Peralta's coming out. We'll be back. Two-1 Giants. We're back here. It is Harold Chirino's in the pitch now for the Padres, and there's a runner go. Actually, they're going to pick him off. Yastrzemski was caught in no man's land. Throw down to second, and they're going to tag him for the out. So Giants down base running for Mike Yastrzemski. This is picked off. The runner advances to second during that pickoff play, so instead of a runner at first and second, there's just a runner at second. Instead of 1 out, there's 2 outs. And Wilmer Flores has a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch from Chirino. There's a rocket to center field for a base hit, and Wilmer Flores hits the ball well here after a couple of strikeouts with a bullet. And a base hit there, a huge hit for Wilmer Flores, and that brings in a run, make it 3-1 Giants. And here's Matos. Takes the ball outside. So despite the unfortunate base running blunder there from Yastrzemski, Flores bails him out with a base hit and RBI, and here is Luis Matos. Obviously, Giants could have had a chance to do even more damage had he not gotten thrown out. There's a fly ball down the right field line, caught right on the line, and that's going to do it. But the Giants score 1, it's 3-1. Joel Peguero is the new pitcher for the San Francisco Giants. And we're moving on now to the 6th inning. That's the top of the order. Jose Iglesias. It's a 3-1 Giants lead. Top of the 6th inning. And we're ready to go. I was going to say about Peralta. He had played for the Giants before and the Reds and the Yankees. Pitch on the way. There's a ground ball to short, and actually the pitcher didn't get to short. It was such a softly hit ball, and there's going to be no play on it. That's going to be a leadoff base runner here in the 6th inning for the Padres. So a base hit to the pitcher, infield single for the San Diego Padres. So they have a leadoff runner, and Lockridge is up next. Pinch runner coming into the game. It's going to be Brandon Butterworth. Pitch to Lockridge. Shows bunt. Bunt's foul. 0-1. So Brandon Butterworth is into pinch run for Iglesias. And Brandon Lockridge is at the plate. The Brandons. Giants know a little something about that. The Brandons, Brandon Belt, Brandon Crawford. The Padres have their own Brandons. I like Crawford and Belt. I think is a little more cool than Lockridge and Butterworth. Lockridge and Butterworth is not bad. Ball and a strike here. Pitch on the way to Lockridge. But with a name like Brandon Butterworth, you might be in AAA for a while. That's just how that is. You know, I don't make the rules. 2-1 the count. Runner at first. Top of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Swing! And a miss. Pitch on the way. 2-2. Grounds it foul at the plate. We'll go again. Joel Peguero taking on Brandon Lockridge. He struck out in the first. He grounded out to second in the third. And here he is in the sixth inning. 2-2 pitch from Peguero to Lockridge on the way. No, it's not. Throw back over. Repeat the process. Getting a little bit late in the game, though. Giants, it's a very small lead, though. Just a 2-run lead. Here's the pitch. Rips it. That's going to be a hit to center field for Lockridge. Over to second goes Butterworth. Now the Padres with a little rally here in the sixth inning. Base hit for Iglesias. Butterworth pinch runs. Base hit for Lockridge. Rosario is due up next. Rosario today is flight out to Yastrzemski. He's flight out to Matos. And he stands in here. The pitch. That one's low. One ball, no strikes. Rosario waits. The 1-0. There's a drive foul down left field. Nice swing of the bat there. Got a quick swing. Some power potential in that swing of the bat there from Eguy Rosario. The pitch. That's a ball, 2-1 the count. Eguy Rosario has hit over 20 home runs on multiple occasions for AAA El Paso. So he's a powerful guy. And he'll have a chance to make an impact this year for the Padres as he fouls it back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He has made his big league debut. He's only had a few at-bats, 94 career at-bats, 5 home runs, 245 average. He hasn't done great, but hasn't done terrible. 2-2. Fouled away. Oscar Gonzalez is on deck. Wait a little bit here. Rosario is ready. Here's the pitch. There's the chopper to third. Chapman to second for 1. Velasquez to first, 2. That's a double play, a much needed double play. Rosario grounds to Chappie, who goes to Velasquez, who goes to first. He's retired, and here is Oscar Gonzalez. With 2 down in the inning, now a runner at third. That one's outside. So, Peguero against Gonzalez. Pitch. Fouled off. Oscar Gonzalez today. Grounded out to short. Hit a base hit to center. Strike 2. I believe he's a former Yankees prospect. Could be mixing him up. There's a ground ball foul. Ball and 2 strikes. And He's had a little big league experience with the Cleveland Guardians. He was somewhat regularly in the lineup a couple of years ago. Did he get the piece of that one? Yes. Stays alive. So obviously a talented player. But has not really earned himself a permanent spot on a big league roster. The pitch. Foul ball. Peguero doing a good job. Throwing strikes. Gonzalez a good job fouling off pitches, keeping it going. We're at the top of inning number 6 here in Scottsdale. It's a 3-1 pitch. Got him! That does it. To the bottom of the half. What did I say? The bottom of the half. Bottom of the 6th. 3-1. Okay, we're back. No balls and a strike to McCray. One's inside, 1-1. On the bottom of the 6th inning, it's a 3-1 Giants lead. Grant McCray. Struck out and grounded out today. The pitch fouled away. That's out of the stadium. 1-2 the count. Pitch. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3-1 Giants. Bottom of the 6th inning. It's McCray against Chirino here. In, fires away. There's a high fly ball, right field, not too deep. Looks like it's going to be caught. 1 away. So 1 down in the inning. That's going to bring up Diego Velasquez. He's looked pretty good today. He's 1 for 3, but or he's 1 for 2. I'm sorry. But that one hit was a nice rocket into right field for a base hit. That was in the 4th inning. Takes this one for a strike. Velasquez and then Lamonte Wade Jr., assuming no one pinch hits for him. We're in the bottom of the 6th, 3-1 San Francisco. Here we go. The pitch. Just a little bit inside there. 1-1. By the way, Brandon Butterworth stays in the game. He is at shortstop for Iglesias. Butterworth at short. Oh, did it hit him? I guess not. Two balls, 1 strike to Diego Velasquez. I thought that might have got him. I guess not. It's a 3-1 Giants lead here at Scottsdale Stadium. The pitch fouled away. For the rest of the season, spring training, I mean, Giants only have a few more games. They play the Royals, the Guardians on Friday, Diamondbacks, Tigers a couple times. And that's going to be at Oracle Park. And that's it. And then it's time for the real deal Holyfield. Here's the pitch. Ball. So Opening day will be in Cincinnati. What's the name of their stadium? Almost said Riverfront. I'm just like stuck in the 80s. I remember all the stadiums and everything from the 80s, like nothing. But then you ask me where they play now, I have no idea. Great American Field, there's a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. And here's Wade. It's Great American Field, right? Great American Ballpark, sorry. Huge difference. Huge difference. Great American Ballpark. Great American Field. What was I thinking? That's going to bring to the plate Lamonte Wade, who takes a ball. 2 down here. Bottom of the 6th. The pitch. Strike. Riverfront was one of those mini cookie cutter stadiums. It was like the Pirates had one, 3 Rivers. You couldn't tell the difference. They all looked pretty similar. Swing and a miss. Veteran Stadium for the Phillies, that was one. Something they called the Giants, they called Candlestick Park. It was a little different. I always thought it didn't have that perfect circle shape like Riverfront and 3 Rivers and Veteran Stadium and a lot of the other stadiums. Swing and a miss. Wade's out. That's it. We're going to the 7th. 3-1.
Over here! It's the Giants!
We're back and we got a new pitcher.
Hey, Manteca!
Eric Miller is in. Eric Miller, he's going to be critical this season, especially after the Giants traded Rogers. And so now, one of the few really good lefties out of the bullpen is going to be Eric Miller. And he did pitch well, and he's one of the reasons I think they have the confidence to go ahead and move on from Taylor Rogers that pitches the ball. I don't agree with the trade. I think you need as many bullets as you have coming out of that bullpen. That's just my opinion, honest. You're just trading him to save money. It made no sense to me, but that's what the Giants did. But luckily, we do have Eric Miller, and let's see what he can do here. There's the 2-1 pitch. Ball. 3 balls and a strike. It's a 3-1 Giants lead here at Scottsdale Stadium, top of the 7th. Maldonado is up. The pitch. Strike. 3-2. Maldonado today grounded out, reached on a fielder's choice.
Has like 5 shirts, 2 hoodies.
He'll be followed by Wade, and then Ornelas, and then Brosseau. We might start seeing some pinch hitters soon at this point in the game as well. Fouled off. 3-2. But that's who's scheduled to hit. Giants clinging on here to a 3-1 lead. Here's the pitch. Full count. And he walked him. I think that's the first walk of the game by Giants pitchers. I'm not 100% honest. I think so. So Maldonado is on, and Tyler Wade. That. Brett Sullivan is into pinch run. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss to Tyler Wade. So the Padres got a Wade and the Giants got a Wade. Both lefties. So Sullivan walks the leadoff hitter. Tyler Wade is up. Swings and misses at the first 2 pitches. That's a good sign. Runner leads from first. The runner is now Brett Sullivan. He's been in the prospect Padres organization for a while. Here's the pitch. That one is down low. Gets away. Runner not able to advance. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, grounded foul. 1-2 still. Nobody out in the inning here, 7th inning. And here we go. Timeout called. Eric Miller's got good stuff last season. See if I can get his stats. Yeah, last season he was pretty good. Actually, had a 4.41 ERA is not the most impressive ERA I've ever seen, but he did have 87 strikeouts in 67 innings. Check swing. Runner advances, the throw, safe. There's a 2-2 pitch on the way. That one is down low, 3-2. So Miller had some good strikeout stuff. But did allow a few. Actually, I was looking at the wrong stat. It's 3.88 ERA. Sorry about that. That's not nearly as bad. That's a strikeout right there. 2 down, or 1 down. So Eric Miller gets the strikeout. And here is Ornelas. All right, here we go. Ornelas stands in. Runner at second. The pitch. Strike. 0-1. Eric Miller is going to be a big piece of the bullpen for the Giants. Here is the 0-1 pitch on the way. And this is one of his key objectives, to get left-handers out. He does here, a grounder to second. Throw over to first. They got him. Runner advances to third. 2 down now. Ornelas retired. Mike Brosseau. First pitch, and it is a ball. 1-0 the count. Tying run at the plate here in the bottom, or in the top of the 7th inning. Eric Miller pitching for the Giants. He's got his sign. Comes set, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Due up for the Giants in the 7th. We're going to have. Well, unless they pinch hit, Adames, Yaz, and Chapman are the next 3 due up. Pitch on the way. That's a strike call on the outside corner. 1-2. And we'll go at it again. Thank everyone for checking out this game today here on the Humm Baby Baseball channel. We'll be doing Giants talk all season long. Strike 3, and that's going to do it. The score stays the same. Heading to the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch. 3-1 Giants. Jake Higginbotham is in to pitch for the San Diego Padres here. And at the plate is Adames, who takes a ball in the dirt. It's 1-0. It's 2-0. Base is empty. Bottom of the 7th inning. 3-1 Giants. Here we go. Pitch on the way. Swinging a high pop-up. It's playable. There's one away. That one's caught by the right fielder, and that's going to bring up Mike Yastrzemski. One down in the inning. 3-1 Giants. Yastrzemski up. Facing Higginbotham. Pitch. One's in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Giants trying to get something going, extend this lead a little bit. We've had a nice 1-2 run lead throughout the game, but that's not going to cut it. Well, it could cut it, but you'd like a little bit of breathing room. I mean, this is just spring training, so maybe they don't really care, but the Giants, this is going to be a spring training where you look back at that record. It's going to be like, you hope that they carry that into the regular season. 0-2 to Mike. Fouled away. Yastrzemski, flied out to center, flied out to left. Hit a base hit to right. 1 for 3 on the day. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. The pitch. There's a shot! That one's hit deep. Left center field. It is up against the wall. Yes. Rounding second, heading for third. Is safe. It's a triple from Mike Yastrzemski. And that's how you do it. So a 1-out triple from Mike Yastrzemski. And the Giants with some action here. After those scoring those first 2 runs in the first inning, hasn't been a whole lot of action. They did score a 3rd run, but not a whole lot. And now a chance to get a 4th run here with 1 out and Chappie at the plate. There's been a whole bunch of changes for the Padres, by the way. We'll try to run through those. Here's the pitch to Chapman. That's a ball, 1-0. Brett Sullivan is the catcher. Tyler Robertson is moved into right field. The pitch. Strike. Maybe that's it. And then Jake Higginbotham into pitch. I think that's it, actually. And also, got a pinch runner for Yastrzemski at 3rd base. That's not Yastrzemski. It's actually Lisbel Diaz. Lisbel Diaz. There he is. Number 83. He's in to run here for the Giants. Strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th. 3-1. Runner 90 feet away here for the Giants. More than 90 feet. Now they take a little lead, so it's actually about 80 feet away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th, Matt Chapman. Well, hit earlier, 1 for 3, check swing foul. But a couple of errors today. It's probably not the best game he's had this spring, but did have a nice base hit in the 1st inning and drove in a run. He drove in the 1st run of the game. There's a ground ball down the left field line. Foul. 3rd base line, I should probably say. 2-2. To Chappie. Lisbel Diaz at first. Patrick Bailey on deck. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ball. Full count. Chapman ready again. Here we go. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Runner at third. The pitch. Popped it up. Shortstop has got it. Just a very weak, lazy pop-up. 2 down. So Chapman, all he needed to do was hit a medium deep fly, but couldn't do it. So the runner can't score there. And now a base hit is required as Patrick Bailey stands in. I hear Toby Keith, that's his walk-up song. That ball's outside. 1-0 to Patrick Bailey facing Higginbotham. Today Bailey, the base hit in the first, base hit in the third on a bunt, walked in the fifth, takes one for a ball. So Patrick Bailey has not made an out today. He did have a passed ball, but he's had a great day.
Hey, buddy boy. Come on, Bailey, hit it here. Yo.
2-1, or 2-0. Now it's 2-1.
Maisie, give me a huggy.
Bailey stands back in, trying to drive in Chapman. It's a 3-1 game. The pitch. Ball.
Come here, huggy boy.
3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at third. Bottom of inning, number 7, Patrick Bailey at the plate. Here it comes. That one is a strike. Must have nicked the corner. We haven't seen any replay challenges today from the ball strike system. I assume it's in working order here, but nobody's. The umpire must be doing a good job out there. No taps of the helmet today. There's a little slow roller. That's a swinging bunt, and it's another base hit for Patrick Bailey. 3rd hit of the day. Runners will be at the corners now. That's going to bring to the plate Flores' spot. It's a pinch hitter. Jairo Pomares. He's been a pretty serious prospect in the Giants system for a long time, but has not made his big league debut, if I'm not mistaken. A little conference on the mound. Umpire's going to go out, break it up. Actually, looks like he's going to go join him. Looks like the umpire's going to join him and talk some strategy with the Padres. The umpire went out. It looked like he joined them. I was like, hey guys, what are we going to do about this? Giants got a 2-run lead. You need me to, be a little tougher on them with the strike zone? What do you want me to do? So the conference on the mound is over. Jairo Pomares is the batter. 3 balls and a strike, 2 down, bottom of the 7th. Pitch, strike. Jake Higginbotham on the mound, but Jairo was with Richmond last year. He hasn't even got to AAA actually. You can see he like taps him on the back. Hey, man, come on, join us here. What do you guys want to do? It really looked like he's. Usually the umpire just breaks it up and walks away, but he really got in there. And they're all discussing it. Okay, let's do that. That was weird. Usually the umpire doesn't get up in the meeting, and the meeting just keeps going like that. Here's the pitch, outside. Pomares has hit 20 home runs in a season in the minors. 2021 with San Jose and Eugene. And last year's with Richmond. He's actually been in the organization since 2019. So I knew he's been in here for a while. He needs to be in AAA this year. He needs to be in the everyday lineup for the River Cats. See what he can do here. There's a high pop fly, and it's caught. Third baseman, foul territory, inning over. Heading to the 8th, 3-1 Giants.
Stand up.
Top of the 8th inning here. A bunch of changes here for the Giants, and Nate Mondo is the pinch hitter here.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Mondo is at bat. And Ryan Walker, the Giants closer, is on the mound. The pitch. That one is inside to Mondo. Miller looks in, fires away. That's a strike. Nate Mondo. 3 balls and a strike here. Top of the 8th inning. Ryan Walker looks in, fires. Strike. Full count. It'll be Mondo, Butterworth, and maybe Lockridge. I'm trying to go through some of these defensive changes. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Got him! Strike 3, 1 out. No problem. That's what we needed to see from Walker, that's for sure. I think Butterworth is coming up. Victor Bericodo has replaced Wade Jr. at first base. Cole Foster, top prospect for the Giants. He's at shortstop now for Adames. Lisbel Diaz is still in the game. There's a strike. Lisbel Diaz is in right field. Sabin Ceballos is in left for Matos. Hopefully we'll see some of these guys bat. There's the 0-1. Ball. 1-1. Jairo Pomares, of course, the new DH in the lineup. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike! And Turner Hill is in center field. Isn't he in center? No, he's in left field. Turner Hill is in left field. There's a foul ball. 1-2. I'm trying to see who's at third base. Jonah Cox. Jonah Cox from Oral Roberts is at third base. Ball and 2 strikes. Top of the 8th. Here's the pitch. Swing! And a miss. 2 down. No problem for Ryan Walker. He comes and nails the first 2 batters. Mondo strikes out. Butterworth strikes out. And here is Lockridge. Spring training is the toughest to keep up with the changes because the changes are crazy. It was kind of slightly easier than the All-Star game. The All-Star game, forget about it. Don't even try to keep score. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. That's hammered. Left field. That's a hit. That's in the gap. He's going to head to second and make it. So it's a double for Lockridge. And due up next is Rosario. Is it going to be Rosario? Yes, it is. Eguy Rosario now bats. Flied out in the first, flied out in the third. There's a shot. Actually, flied out in the fourth. That's another double right there. And to right center field for Rosario. He hit into a double play in the sixth, so he was 0 for 3 until that double. And that's an RBI. And it's a 3-2 game. So a double and an RBI for Rosario. Just roped that one. 2 hard hit balls in a row off of Walker. And that brings up Oscar Gonzalez. Pitch. Swinging a foul ball. What's going on here? Walker looks so good. Struck out the first 2 batters, and then boom, boom, and now the tying run is in scoring position. The go-ahead run is at the plate here in the 8th, and it's Gonzalez. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball and a strike here at the top of the 8th inning. 2 down. Walker looks in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One-two pitch. It's a high chopper. It's going to be a tough play. I don't know. The throw. It's not even close. The throw to the plate. He got him. Tried to score. Oh, he tried to score. And the inning is over. That works. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Okay, we have a new pitcher. Eguy Nunez is on the pitch. We have a new batter as well. That's not Matos. Today's attendance, 9,998. If I knew that, I would have grabbed 2 random people off the street and we would have made it to 10K. We're just short. Ball 1. 1-0 the count here to the pinch hitter. I don't know who it is. It's Ceballos. He came into the game earlier. Okay, it's Ceballos batting. Swing and a miss. Sabine Ceballos is up. Onions, right? We remember Ceballos. Did we get him in a trade? Giants got him in, I don't remember how they acquired him, but I know I've talked about him on the channel before. I almost think it was in a trade of some kind not too long ago. Yes, he was with the Braves, right? 2-1. Was that in the... I'm not even looking this up. That was in the trade for... now I can't remember. How am I blanking on his name? The 2-2. Swinging a ground ball foul. Big home run hitter we had, DH, Jorge Soler. I couldn't think of Soler's name. That's terrible. The Soler trade was for Sabine Ceballos and Tyler Matzik. There's the 2-2. Ground ball, left field, base hit, left center. Ceballos. Yeah, we talked about that extensively on the channel, that trade, and we looked into Ceballos. I just completely forgot about him until he just stepped up to the plate here and ripped a hit. And that's a leadoff hit for Ceballos, and that'll bring up the St. Grant McCray. This is Turner Hill. So Eguy Nunez is on the mound, and he's facing now Turner Hill. Fouls it back. Turner Hill, another guy's been in the organization for a few years. He was with San Jose Giants, at some point not too long ago. That was back in 2023, and then he made it all the way to Sacramento last year. The 0-1 pitch to Hill. Swing and a miss. Turner hit 287 with San Jose back in 2023. But he only hit 188 with Sacramento, but he was a very limited amount of time, just 6 games. Not a big power hitter, but he doesn't strike out very much. It's his thing. He gets on base. Limits his strikeouts, although he has 2 quick strikes here. The pitch. Ball. I say that and watch he strikes out, but, you know, that's how that goes. So Ceballos at first base, nobody out. Hill is up, Diego Velasquez on deck. The right-hander delivers. Just got a piece of that one, fouls it back. We're in the bottom of inning number 8, so the Giants chance to win this game in the 9th. Question is, who's in the bullpen right now? Whoever it is coming in to try to finish off this game. They don't use traditional closer in spring training. You know, they normally would. They wanted to get him some work, so they got the closer in a little earlier in this one. Make sure he gets his work in. He showers, gets ready to go home, and whatnot. So someone else will take care of the 9th in spring training. The pitch. Ball. The Giants bullpen does look pretty good, with Camilo Doval as an option, not even as the closer now, with Walker taking over closing duties. They have 2 genuinely elite arms in there. Elite whenever Doval is not falling apart. That's strike 3. He did strike out. 1 down. And here's Velasquez. Diego Velasquez. I think I might have made a video on him on the Humm Baby Prospects channel. But Diego Velasquez will stand in with 1 out, 1 ball, no strikes. Talented young player, has been in the organization since 2020. He's a very young guy. He's about 21 years old now. He came into the organization at 17, 18. There's a foul back. 1-1. And he hit 298 with the San Jose Giants over a full season in 2023. Hit 313 in Double-A last year. Doesn't hit a bunch of home runs, but the guy can hit. He hits line shots. He's already hit one today. Bullet base hit earlier here. Shows bunt, does not bunt. Throw over to first. Safe. But Velasquez and doesn't strike out a ton. He struck out once today. He's 1 for 3. Has a good eye at the plate. He's got a chance to make his big league debut this year. He won't make the team out of spring training, but if he plays well in AAA, injuries or whatever, he could come up. There's a ground ball. Foul. 2-2. We got word that Trent Harris is in the bullpen for the Giants. 2 balls, 2 strikes, bottom of the 8th inning. Pitch, foul ball. So Ceballos singles, Hill strikes out. Velasquez is up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 8th inning. Right here at Scottsdale Stadium in Scottsdale, Arizona. Getting ready for opening day. The pitch. Foul ball, Velasquez. We're seeing a lot of good at at-bats today, just grinding out ABs. That's the 6th pitch of the at-bat. For Diego Velasquez against Eduardo Nunez. Padres got activity in their pen as well. I'm sure they'd like Higginbotham, or not Higginbotham, but Nunez to get through this inning. Higginbotham already came out. The 2-2 ball. Three and 2 now to Velasquez. 3-2 Giants. 3-2 the count. 3-2 the score. We're going to do this or not. Here we go. Ball 4. He walked him. That'll put runners at first and second. With just 1 out. And that'll bring up Victor Bericolo. But there is going to be a visit to the mound. We'll see what they do. Here's the pitching coach, if I'm not mistaken. And Victor Bericolo is going to bat. Who is Victor Bericolo? He's a player. He's been in the minor leagues for the Giants since 2019. Got a lot of these players that are getting ready for their opportunity, and he's one of them. Hit .298 in winter ball. But last year with Richmond, AA, 22 doubles, 11 home runs, .261 average, .309 on base. But really caught the Giants' attention in 2023 and hit 27 home runs between double and single A with a .272 average, 86 RBIs. So Bericolo has power. And he'll be facing Nunez here with 1 out. Runners on first and second. You can see activity there in the bullpen for the Padres. I think it's Tyler Morgan warming up. In the dirt. One and 0 to Bericolo. Nunez looks in. Who's that on deck? Cole Foster. Here's the pitch. Ball. Cole Foster on deck for the Giants. He'll be pinch hitting for Adames. He's a top prospect for San Francisco. It's a first or second round pick, I think last year. Double check to make sure. I think maybe second round. Here's the 2-0. Ball. 3-0. Bericolo gets up there. Runners first and second. 1 out. 3-2. The pitch. Walked him. And they're loaded. Bases are juiced for Cole Foster. And that's going to do it for the pitcher. We'll be back here in a moment. Tyler Morgan, I think, coming in. Cole Foster, he was actually a 3rd round pick. I apologize, not 3rd round. Takes a strike, 0-1. He was the I don't know what number pick, but he was in the 3rd round in 2023 for the Giants out of Auburn. And here's the 0-1. Bases are loaded, by the way. Swing and a miss, 0-2. But he played in San Jose last year, hit just 247 with 3 homers. He hasn't exactly torn it up, to be honest, in his minor league career, but this will be a big year for him. 0-2 to Foster. High. 1-2. His minor league career with San Jose, Eugene, and rookie ball, only a 225 average. Just 11 homers and 426 at-bats. Fouls that one off. So he's 300 on base percentage in his minor league career. He's going to have to do a little better than that, but here he is, late in spring training, getting an opportunity in the big league game here. The pitch upstairs, big league camp. 2-2. Got to update the pitcher. It's not Nunez. It is indeed Tyler Morgan. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2. Tyler Morgan is a... Oh, that was ball 4. I was looking away for a second. Ball 4 that walks in a run. Lost count of the count, so it's now a 4-2. A nice little cushion there. There's a shot. Third, he'll go the short way to second, and now on to first. That's a double play, and that is gonna do it. So Lispel Diaz grounds into the double play. Inning over. We're going to the 9th. 4-2 Giants. Okay, top of the 9th inning, last chance for San Diego. Trent Harris is in to pitch. Luke Schleiger is now behind the plate, recent draft pick. And at the plate is Brett Sullivan, who fouls it off. 0-1 the count. So he's getting a little tongue-tied there. Let's see if we can finish this. Let's finish this smoothly here. No balls and a strike, nobody on. 4-2 Giants, the pitch. Fouled away. 0-2. It'll be Sullivan, Wade, pitch, ball, 1-2. And Ornelas due up. Nobody on, nobody out. Trent Harris, a top 30 Giants prospect this season. Here's the pitch in the dirt. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Line and the pitch, and he fouls it back. Giants 4, Padres 2. Padres need to get some base runners to try to scratch back into this one. That's a ball. Gets away. Doesn't matter, nobody on base. Wade on deck. Sullivan at the plate, making his first at bat of the game. He pinch hit from Maldonado earlier in the ball game. That was back in the 7th. Ground ball, base hit. That That one's into center, into right center field and left center field. No, we're bound a little bit more towards right center field. And regardless, it's a base hit. Runner on for Sullivan. And here, runner on for the Padres. And here is Tyler Wade. So Sullivan leads off with a hit. Trent Harris to Wade. In the dirt! That one gets away! And that's going to be a wild pitch. Not too much that Schleiger could do with that one. He tried to block it. I don't know if that's something he probably, well, maybe Bailey might have been able to block or not. I'm not sure, but it gets away from Schleiger. It's a wild pitch. Runner now at second base. 1 ball, no strikes to Tyler Wade. And the Padres have the tying run at the plate. They have a runner in scoring position. There's a foul ball. That's going to go out of play. Trent Harris, not looking exactly the sharpest here. Facing Wade. Pitch. That one gets away as well. What's going on here? Another wild pitch. That should be 3-0. And the runner advances to third. Trent Harris has come into this game. Giving up a hit, giving up two wild pitches. And given up wild pitches. He's thrown 2 wild pitches, and now there's a runner at third, and he's about to walk this guy, and he does. Isn't that ball 4? Ball 3, I'm sorry. Maybe it's 3-1. There's the pitch. Okay, there's ball 4. Runners on the corners now. We have another pinch hitter here. It's Jake Snyder. Repeat, Jake Snyder. Takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls, 1 strike to Snyder here. We're in the 9th inning. Padres are threatening to get back in this game. Jake Snyder pinch hitting. Sullivan got a base hit. A couple of wild pitches sent him to third. A walk to Wade. Ground ball to second. He'll go to second for 1. On to first. Too fast. Runner scores. We got a 1-run ball game here. So 1 out now. Snyder grounds into a fielder's choice. He's safe at first. They allow the runner, even if they turned it, the runner was coming to score, but that would have been nice to get 2 outs instead of just 1. Snyder is at first. Another pinch hitter. It's Jonathan Perlaza. Jonathan Perlaza is the pinch hitter. Facing Trent Harris. We're in the 9th. 1 out. Runner at first. The pitch is a strike. On deck is Nate Mondo, who struck out last inning. The tying run is on base. He's at first in the form of Jake Snyder. There's a ground ball. It's a base hit into right field. And the Padres. Runners at first and second. And the Giants need 2 outs to win this game, but the Padres have the tying run in scoring position, the go-ahead run at first base, and Nate Mondo at the plate. Is it Nate Mondo? Yes, Nate Mondo. Top of the 9th inning. Game as close as can be here. Nate Mondo is coming up. They got a pinch runner. It's Chase Valentine to run for Perlaza. That was the delay there. So a pinch runner is in. With Nate Mondo at the plate, Chase Valentine is in to run for Perlaza. The pitch is a strike. And he is in to run at first base, just in case they need a speedster to try to score in case of an extra base hit here, or whatever the case. Some speed on the base pass. There's a strike. But the Padres down to their last couple of outs, and they are threatening here in the 9th. Mondo facing Trent Harris. The right-hander from the stretch. Looks back at second. Delivers. Ground ball. Second base. This could do it. To short for 1. To first. 2. And the Giants win. So that's the ball game. It was close. It was dramatic as far as spring training goes, but we'll take it. So I want to thank everyone for jumping in today, and thank you to Corona Accounting Solutions for sponsoring today's video. You need help with your finances, with your accounting, whatever the case, check them out, coronapdx.com. Schedule a consult. Thank you guys so much again. Have a wonderful day. Hit that comment section. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe for more. Tomorrow it's the Kansas City Royals. And then opening day is just around the corner. You guys have a great day. You know what to do. We'll talk to you in the next one.